Hello, I need everyone to go ahead and have a seat. Please have a seat. And welcome to the 2012 Technology Conference. Before we introduce your speaker for today, I'd like everyone just to have a seat, sit back, and watch the introduction presentation. Thank you. He's doing it. She's doing it. Even toddlers are doing it. From texting to Skyping, blogging, or plain talking on the phone. Millions of people use a variety of tools to communicate with each other, but no matter what device or method they choose to use for interaction, they are communicating in one of two ways: synchronously or asynchronously. As we have just seen, technology has filtered its way into our everyday lives, and it's been no different in the world of education. According to Durrington, Berryhill, and Swafford, during the past decade, distance education has grown from a phenomenon offered by a few institutions to almost a universal option that students come to expect. In 2003, 88% of educational institutions were planning to offer asynchronous online courses. In 2005, the largest university in the United States was the University of Phoenix, a for-profit institution featuring distance and distributed learning. They specialize in asynchronous and synchronous forms of interaction. Asynchronous courses can be defined as courses whose communication and collaboration occur over a period of time with no time zone restrictions because you're in different time, different places. Synchronous courses offer interaction in real time or same time. Currently, many students still prefer face-to-face instruction and find themselves in quite a bind when choosing between face-to-face instruction and online distance learning programs. Students in distance learning programs tend to complain about feeling isolated and have concerns about social interaction. Students with language difficulties may also feel disadvantaged with such a heavy text learning environment. However, research says that students in virtual learning schools showed greater improvement than their conventional school counterparts in critical thinking, decision making, and time management. The pros of synchronous interaction include chats, discussions, and dialogue in real time, where students can be provided with immediate feedback. Oftentimes, collaboration in this model is extremely engaging, as students can go back and forth in their discussions. However, this model often may force individuals in different time zones to meet at the same time, causing many scheduling conflicts. The pros to asynchronous interaction include the ability to connect at your own convenience. You have time to reflect and think before you actually have to submit a response. Students with language barriers often have time to dissect and analyze information before providing feedback. However, students in this model often complain that they feel isolated and lost if there is not enough communication. Before I present Dr. Terry Anderson to settle the dispute between which form of interaction is best for online learning, let's watch a short video about a young career woman and student named Jordan.
I can't believe I was in traffic for that long. I don't even have time to get something to eat before I log in. What is taking this computer so long? I hope I didn't miss anything important. We're only chatting for a few minutes before the session begins. Finally! Sorry guys, it's been a really hectic day. So what did I miss? Oh, wow, what a day. She is so funny. It's a hilarious Facebook status. It's on television. Just in time for Dr. Phil. Gotta love him. Oh, should probably do a little schoolwork right now. It's the live session, but my group members should have uploaded the discussion question by now. Oh my goodness, I really needed to hear their feedback about my response. I'm not really sure if I was headed in the right direction for my conclusion. I really wish I could have been here to listen to what everyone else had to say, make sure I was going in the right direction. I can't believe I was in traffic for that long. I don't even have time to get something to eat before I log in. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Traffic was terrible today. So what did I miss?
That's cool. We went over a lot of information, so I'll post our discussion so you can watch it later on. Did you have any questions about your discussion post?
You know, I was just trying to make sure I was going in the right direction with my conclusion.
Looks pretty good, but I think that you should just look at not synchronous and asynchronous interaction in isolation, but also how they might work together in distance learning courses and what the benefits of having both of them would be.
Great idea. After the day I've had, I think I can definitely do that.
Jordan is not the only student who benefits from asynchronous interaction. We'll also look at a young lady named Tiffany who actually attends a college campus. Hi, how are you doing? Do you mind if I sit with you and interview with you for a minute?
Oh, sure. I'm actually studying right now.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to ask you about. So, what kind of campus are you on?
Well, I attend Georgia State University, so I do get to go to college campus, but my professor uses podcasts. I'm so thankful that he does, because I wasn't feeling well in this class the other day. Now I can just go online and review the material. My professor is a huge advocate of using asynchronous interaction, like podcasts, because he believes that podcasts can improve cognitive understanding by increasing motivation and engagement.
Okay, so were you able to get all the material you needed? Did you feel like you were missing anything because you weren't in class?
Yes, actually. I wish all professors would consider using some form of asynchronous technology. The problem is that many professors don't feel comfortable using technology like this. And the truth of the matter is that if a professor is not comfortable using technology, then the technology won't be successful.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that you were able to get all of your work and use the podcast as another form of learning. So thank you so much for allowing me to sit down with you.
If it wasn't for the podcast, I would really be lost in class tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you, Tiffany. I'm so glad that I was able to talk to you.
Ah, no problem.
Modern-day lifestyles have also had a tremendous impact in the amount of people who need to use asynchronous or synchronous interaction. Let's take a little while and look at a young lady named Nicole. She is a single working mother who desires to further her education.
Do you mind if I ask you if you even have time for college classes?
You would think with being a single mom and having to come home and cook dinner and do everything all day that I wouldn't, but I'm so thankful for online classes. As soon as I put my little one to bed, I get on the computer and I log in and I'm able to complete all of my coursework online.
Do you mind if I ask what type of courses you take? Asynchronous or synchronous?
I actually take a mixture of both. Being in my situation, I prefer the asynchronous because I can log on at any time. I put him to bed, I get on the computer, I do what I'm supposed to do. But the synchronous is really helpful as well. One of the things I like about the synchronous is the fact that I get immediate feedback. A lot of our group members will meet online and the professor will be there and we kind of get guided instruction. The asynchronous courses are just a godsend. In terms of me having to work all day long, I can log on whenever I want to. If I catch a break through the weekend and I can get on the computer and do my coursework or post something to my blog, I can do that as well. So I actually like the combination of both. For time, of course, I like the asynchronous better, but when I'm getting ready to turn something in and I'm not quite sure what to do, I think I prefer the synchronous model.
That sounds great.
Well, is that all your questions? As you can see, I'm really busy.
Oh, sure. I'll let you get back to cooking for your little one.
All right. Well, it's good talking to you.
Have a good evening.
All right. Thank you.
What a great video. And now without further ado, we welcome Dr. Terry Anderson.